Did you know that drinking 2 cups of cold water on an empty stomach can boost your metabolism by up to 30%?
What do you think that's measuring? Just think about the measurement there. Do you know that drinking 2 cups of cold water, that's what she says, quote, can boost your metabolism by 30%. Think about the math. 30% of what is being boosted? I'm going to give you the real number in just a second, okay? And she just says cold water. 2 cups of cold water can boost your metabolism. And let's think about this in biological and evolutionary terms. If you're talking about 30% of your total caloric intake for the day, which is what she's talking about, that's how she misinterprets this figure, then you're telling me that in evolutionary history, over the last several million years, as we progressed from hominids to humans, as human society went from the Great Plains of Northern Africa to building cities and civilizations, okay? That drinking 2 cups of cold water, she just says cold water, would increase the number of calories you need to survive by 30%. Do you think we would have made it as a species if that were true? Or if it were true, we would be an incredibly water-averse species. We would be a species who would die by drinking too much water very easily. Drinking too much water would be a huge health problem. If drinking 2 cups of cold water increased your daily caloric needs, which is how she interprets the word metabolism here, you're about to hear, we'd be doomed.
Drinking a cup of green tea before bed increases your metabolism so you can burn more calories while sleeping. Another super simple hack to lose weight is actually to turn down your thermostat. Science has shown that your body burns slightly more calories in the cold than in warm temperatures. Scientists have found that laughing intensely for an hour can burn as many as 100 calories. There's actually proof that eating from a smaller plate tricks your brain into thinking you're eating more than you actually are. A study found that eating food off a plate with contrasting colors will help people reduce the amount that they're eating.
Abat le ciel.
All right, so let's get deep here, people. Let's deal with health advice from Wenji, and let's face it. You can't trust your doctor. You can't trust your high school principal. You can't trust the cops. You can't trust the cops. Well, we got people from Chicago in the chat room right now. You can't trust the cops, but you can trust Wenji. What?
Actually crazy if you think about it, because I burn about 1,000 calories a day naturally. Burning an extra 30% is like 300 calories.
So that is actually her claim, is that you will burn an extra 30% of total calories. And look, I assume she did read this garbage somewhere on the internet, but I also assume she never paused to think about what the word metabolism really means. Let's find out. What is your increased caloric need in a given day by drinking cold water? The statistic pertains to ice water. So not just cold water, not just cool water, ice water. Okay? If you drink 1 glass of ice water, you burn an extra 8 calories. 8 calories for every 1 cup. This is obviously a standard cup of ice water, not cool water, not colder than room temperature water, ice water. Why is that? Again, basically because it's disruptive to your body. If you're shocking your body with ice cold water, your body has to respond and warm itself up. If you sit in a freezing cold room, which she actually mentions in the same video, later in the video, she suggests that you sit in you make your whole house colder to lose weight. Yes, suffering in the cold burns calories. Suffering by drinking freezing cold water, by drinking ice water, is an incredibly ineffective method of burning calories, an incredibly ineffective method of losing weight. So drinking 1 cup of ice water takes time. Let's say you drink 10 cups of ice water back to back. That would give you a whopping 80 calories burned, right? Would you maybe take 30 minutes to do that? Sit down and drink 10 cups of ice water, shocking your system, sitting at a table. I'm guessing that's half an hour. Can you think of a better way to lose fat and gain muscle mass in a 30-minute workout than sitting at a table drinking freezing cold water? Can you think of a method of exercise that burns more than 8 calories? 8.
But it will detox your body and clear your skin as well.
There's that word detox. So just mentioning, it's so easy to throw that in, right? It's like right away you've got pseudoscience. What does detox mean? In what sense does lemon juice detox your body in a sense that orange juice does not? What is the meaning of the word detox? Like, anyway, sorry. Toxin has a meaning. Toxin has a real meaning, but the word detox has obviously become a meaningless watchword for anyone trying to sell you any weight loss fad diet. It's a shame. Wenji, you've gone over to the dark side. I had so much affection for you, Wenji. Believe me, nobody could be more ready to accept a Chinese Australian diet guru wearing cat ears and a cut-off skin-tight shirt than me. Believe me, Wenji, I was really eager to accept you into the community of successful diet gurus here on YouTube. I was ready to accept you. But when you get into this detox stuff, you're kind of crossing a dotted line. You may not be aware you're crossing.
Drinking 3 tablespoons of freshly squeezed lemon juice reduces fluctuation in your daily blood sugar levels by 10%, and these sugar spikes are what leads to fat gain.
Okay, so this is her first claim that you can debunk or challenge with a 2-minute Google search. Drinking lemon juice has an effect on most people's digestive tract that is often described, and this is straight lemon juice. This is straight bitter lemon juice. Same thing with drinking straight, approximately the same thing. There's a difference with drinking straight vinegar, especially apple cider vinegar, some forms of vinegar rather than others. This has an effect on the stomach that is often described as delaying digestion. A less flattering word would be disrupting digestion. Straight lemon juice, no sugar added, not diluted, hard to take. Straight vinegar, hard to take. You're reacting to it in that way already in your mouth. It's not that surprising that biologically it has a little bit of an arresting effect on your digestion. It slows down a little bit. It gets a little bit disrupted. Is that a good thing? For diabetics, it is. Maybe. So some people struggling with diabetes swear by the use of lemon juice and the use of other extremely bitter substances, mostly vinegar, certain types of vinegar, in terms of having this effect and helping them to regulate their blood sugar. Does that mean it'll help you lose weight? No. Who the fuck are these people? Who the fuck are these 3 million people who came on YouTube and went to Wenji for health advice? It's less of a laughing matter. But guys, you may have missed this core message of mine because it was on this channel like 8 months ago plus. But to me, there's a big difference between blaming Durian Rider, blaming a health guru like Durian Rider, and blaming the audience and asking people, why are you ignoring the red flags that are there? Durian Rider had the honesty to tell you guys he's been diagnosed with schizophrenia, he's been diagnosed with bipolar disorder. He had the honesty to show you a lot of the red flags, which I still give him credit for that. He's talked about his struggles with mental health, he's talked about his struggles with the medical establishment, with diagnoses and false diagnoses. He's had a lot of honest talk, and anyone who listens to that objectively would recognize this is somebody who I should not be taking diet advice from. So it's a separate question. There's blaming the guru and there's blaming the followers. And in a lot of these cases, I think we gotta question the followers. I actually want to take this in a slightly more constructive and useful and meaningful direction now. Something that's more important in my own life. A lot of people on the internet lie. They straight up lie. And I've had a lot of experience with that within the vegan movement. I've had a lot of experience with that even before I was on YouTube. I had a lot of experience with that within Buddhism, within politics. Human beings lie. And part of maturing is really gaining a feeling for, a sensitivity to that human propensity for outright lies, for outright falsehood. Okay? But a lot of what I see on the internet is not people telling lies in the strictest sense of the word. It's people telling you things that are true in a way that's intentionally misleading. Okay? Do you burn more calories by drinking ice cold water? yes, you burn 8 more calories. Okay, so it is true, but this video is incredibly misleading. So it's funny. I mean, I talk a lot on this channel about the type of courage it takes to really be honest. The type of courage it takes to keep it real, to keep it all the way real. And I think, there's a question of that with weight loss and weight gain. There's a question of that with health advice. There are vegans who come on camera, and I appreciate this, and they really honestly say when they became vegan, they expected to lose weight, and instead they gained weight. My teacher here in China, I inspired her to try a vegan diet. And she was really disappointed because when she started eating a vegan diet, she found she was more hungry than she was used to feeling, and she was gaining weight. She was overeating because she's been a meat eater her whole life. She tries being vegan, and it was the result she gets. And I sympathize, and I talk to her in a totally down-to-earth way. I'm not going to lecture her and say, "Oh no, that's impossible." It's possible. You can gain weight in a vegan diet, no question. Even here in China, this is a Chinese vegan diet. It takes a certain type of courage to keep it real. It takes a certain type of courage to be honest. But it's also interesting because there's a certain kind of courage that's required for the lie. The courage to lie, the courage to tell a lie. And I guess one of the reasons why I have so much contempt for these people, whether it's the people making up gossip and drama on a blog, or people like Wenji here on YouTube, they neither have the courage to be honest nor the courage to tell a lie. They're complete cowards. They're people of absolutely zero intellectual integrity, and they're producing something that both has no substance in terms of keeping it real, but they're also producing something that doesn't have any of the redeeming qualities of fiction.
That's my word.
Subscribe to my vlog channel as well, and that's where we kind of get closer to each other and stuff. And that's it. Just
I'm sorry. Isn't how this video is supposed to be about? That's where we get closer to each other. Her vlog channel. She says that's where we get closer to each other. I have fans in this chat room right now who've watched all 400 of my videos. We aren't getting any closer to each other. If you have the illusion after watching 400 videos that you're getting closer to me.
Abat le ciel.
You got to hear her outro. I'm not gonna try to imitate Wenji's outro. I'm just gonna directly steal the outro from her video and use it in the ending of all my videos. Why should I reproduce perfection? I'm just gonna directly quote her.
and I miss you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye. Love you.
She puts her hands under her chin. She says, "I miss you guys so much." Let's hear that one more time.
I like to stalk you, like your photos, reply to you guys during the week. It is one of my favorite things to do, and I miss you guys so much. Love you.
Okay. Oh my god. Oh fuck. Okay. Again, I'm not even going to close up the video. I'm not going to imitate that. I'm just going to directly clip that piece of video and put it at the end of my video.
Abat le ciel.